everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and today I'm going to make my friend a mother's necklace. So my friend, who also used to be my college roommate, has 4 children, and their birthdays are February, December, May, and September. And her birthday's in September, and I thought about doing like a mother's necklace where her birthstone would be like in the middle and then her kids' would be on each side. But instead, I think I'm just going to do a mother's necklace without her on there. Excuse me. Anyway, I am using some wax cording, and then I'm going to use these e-beads. I've got purple for February. That's amethyst. And then we have blue topaz is December, emerald, so we have a little bit of green here, for May. And then September is a blue sapphire, and it's kind of a blue sapphire color. In fact, they're calling this sapphire. So I'm going to put these up here like this, and for the focal, I'm going to use a seashell. She loves the beach as much as I do. She was fortunate enough to be able to stay in Florida. So the first thing I did was I measured my cording, and I kind of wrapped it around, so make sure that it's going to go over my head, and took an allowance for knots that I will be tying, and it actually came to, let's see, about 30 inches. So that's about what I'm using right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the seashell on. So I'm just going to even up the ends here, and this shell already has a hole in it, so I don't have to drill anything. I like to pick those up from the beach. Let's see. Stick that in there like that, and open that up like that. And then I'm going to tie an overhand knot. Usually I do this because I don't, this can loosen up and it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to go ahead and tie overhand knot and slide it as close to the shell as I can get it, and just tighten the knot like so. And you know, this right here would make a really neat necklace. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and put the beads on. Let me see, I think her first child was February, so that needs to go first. And then her next child was December. And then we have May. And then we have September. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to mirror the beads. So if I'm going to mirror them, do the same thing. February, December, May, and September, like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is tie overhand knot on each side here. So one on this side, like that, and then one on this side. Whoop, got to make sure the beads are down there. Make sure I got them all. Yep. So now I'm going to have to make a decision. I can be pretty much done, or I could do more stations of beads. Let me show you what I mean. I've actually got my mother's necklace on. I also have 4 children. And I've got various stations of beads. I've got 3 stations. I actually did a family. I've got my husband, myself, and our 4 kids in each of these stations. And I could go ahead and elect to do 2 more stations, which I think I'm going to. She's got 4 kids. That's 4 stations, 4 beads. So we're doing everything in 4s here. So let me get my glasses back on and get the beads out. So I'm going to need 2 more purples, 2 more blues, 1. Whoops, we don't need that many. One thing about these beads too, you kind of want to look and make sure you're getting the size you want. Some of these beads can be very, very thin and some very, very thick. And you may want different sizes. I don't know. Whoops. There's 2. Okay. I've got green. I kind of want mine to be a little uniform here. And then we have the blue. Okay, so I'm going to probably skip down. I'm going to need a ruler because I want this to be uniform. Should I do 1 inch? I think I'm going to go 1 inch. And I'm going to do an overhand knot. Okay, and then do the same thing over here. Go to the, have 1 inch on either side. And then I'm just going to see if they match here. Which they're pretty close there. Put my ruler away. We're going to string on the beads and we're going to tie another knot so they don't move around. And this necklace you can pretty much wear all the time. I know she likes to wear her jewelry all the time. She's one of these people that really don't like to take it off. And, you know, if you want to wear this to the beach, you can. Now, word of warning, when you do wear your jewelry all the time, you do run the risk of things fading or breaking. But these are pretty sturdy. I noticed I've had mine for about a year, and I did notice that some of the beads, well, the peridot color looked the same as the diamond color, so it faded a little bit, which leads me to believe that the rest of the beads probably faded a little bit too. All right, so we're almost done. So the next thing I want to do is I want to tie a sliding knot, and I'm going to do that in black. Here's my black. I got about 3 to 4 inches here, and the way you do this is you just tie a square knot, and make sure that these are not overlapping or twisted, that everything's straight. And tie a knot. Like I said, make sure things are not twisted. So tighten that. And then I make a 4 or a P. That could be a P. Go under and then inside the hole there and pull it tight. And then on the other side, we do a, I guess this would be a Q. And I'm just putting that string, let me show you. So bend it. This goes over and under and up into that hole there. One thing you could do if you have a hard time grabbing that, you can use your pliers. Put that in there, grab it. Your fingers are good tools, but you know, you can use your other tools for things besides what they're made for. All right, so the next thing you want to do is at the ends, you want to tie overhand knot. If you wanted to, you could put a bead there, but I'm not going to. The other leg, do an overhand knot. And then I'm going to trim this a little bit. Where'd my scissors go? And I'm going to get my lighter out, and I'm just going to just burn the ends a little bit. Okay, the scissors are not working. Here we go. Boy, oh my goodness. Anyway, you get the idea. I got to get me a better pair of scissors. But I'm going to trim those off, and then I'm just going to take a lighter and just and push the burnt part into there. I'm also going to burn these ends. And I'll be back to show you what it looks like on. Before I put it on, I just want to show it to you like this. And here is my sliding knot. So it just, you can wear it long or short. If she wants to wear it as a choker, she can. If she wants to wear it a little bit longer, she can. All right, let me put it on. There it is, all completed. I can't wait to give it to her. Like I said, these are perfect for the summer. You can wear it to the beach, to the pool. Keep it on all the time if you want. When you do that, no matter what kind of jewelry it is, you need to realize that it may do some fading. Even those Pure Vita bracelets, they advertise them as waterproof. Yes, they're waterproof, but you know, they're still going to do a little bit of fading and deteriorating because water, especially if it's salt water, deteriorates everything. Anyway, let me know what you think about this mother's necklace, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.